The sun was just beginning to rise over the city of Jerusalem. The streets were busy, but something very sad was happening that day. People were whispering, soldiers were shouting, and many hearts were confused. In the middle of the crowd was Jesus. Jesus had always been kind. He helped the sick, fed the hungry, and loved everyone, especially children. Many people followed him because they knew he spoke words of truth and love. But that day, something difficult was about to happen. The Roman soldiers placed a heavy wooden cross on Jesus' shoulders. The wood was rough and heavy. Jesus had already been hurt and was very tired, yet he did not shout or complain. Slowly, step by step, he began to walk. Children, standing near their parents, looked with worried eyes. "Why is Jesus carrying that heavy cross?" a little boy asked his mother softly. His mother held his hand and said, "Jesus is carrying the cross because he loves us very much." As Jesus walked through the streets, some people cried. They had seen his miracles. They remembered how he healed their families and comforted their hearts. They knew he was good. Jesus stumbled as the cross pressed heavily on his back. The road was dusty and long. Yet even in his pain, Jesus looked at the people with kindness in his eyes. You see, Jesus was not carrying the cross because he had done something wrong. He carried the cross because of love. Long before that day, God had a beautiful plan. The world was filled with sin, sadness, and broken hearts. People needed forgiveness. They needed hope. And God loved the world so much that he sent his son, Jesus. Jesus chose to carry the cross so that people could be forgiven and brought close to God again. As Jesus walked, a kind man named Simon helped him carry the cross. The soldiers made Simon help because the cross was so heavy. Simon probably didn't understand everything at that moment, but he was helping in a very important part of God's story. Some women in the crowd were crying loudly. Their hearts were broken to see Jesus suffering, but Jesus gently told them not to cry for him. Even in that painful moment, Jesus was thinking about others. He was thinking about you. He was thinking about every child, every family, and every person who would one day learn about his love. Step by step, Jesus kept walking. The hill where he was going was called Calvary. It was a hard journey, but Jesus knew why he was doing it. He knew that through his sacrifice, God's love would be shown to the whole world. And even though that day seemed very sad, it was also the beginning of the greatest story of hope, because the cross was not the end. 3 days later, something amazing happened. Jesus rose from the dead. The tomb was empty. Death could not stop him, and darkness could not win. That is why Christians around the world remember the cross with both sadness and joy. Sadness because Jesus suffered, but joy because his love saved us. So whenever you see a cross, remember this simple truth. Jesus carried the cross because he loves you. He loves every child, every parent, every family, and every person in the whole world. And his love will never end. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this story with others. May God bless you and your family. Bye-bye.